Hey everybody, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot. If you're new, welcome. If you're back, glad you're here. Glad you're back. I'm gonna use the Archangel Power Tarot today again, just because it's been what I've been using. And the other one was the Druid Crafts, but we're gonna go ahead with this one today. For January 17th, 2021, that's just the date. But the reading is timeless. Watch it whenever you feel like you need it or want it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so these are general messages. They're not going to resonate with everyone, so I would definitely recommend taking what resonates and leaving what doesn't, and maybe the energy of someone in your life that might be significant to you and the situation regarding you, that resonates with the reading. Maybe it could be about them or something like that, right? Or how they pertain to a situation or circumstance that you're connected to, like that type of thing, okay? I'll get to the proofread soon, the second set of proofreads for January for each individual sign. So those are coming. Just wanted to try something new. So I'm gonna shuffle the cards and I'm gonna get going. Happy MLK Day, the sun just popped up. All right now. So that's great. Authenticity, optimism, growing, blooming, right? I am learning. Also, professionalism, right? Power, energy, thriving, regeneration, right? Restorative. Your energy is restored, I feel like. This is also your heart, right? So your heart could be filled. Okay? You could be feeling positive and successful, right? Uh-oh. This card was turned over, right? I was like, what? And then, bam, it was the Empress. Okay? So I'm going to cut the cards. She's there. Okay. This card on the bottom already came up last night, but the energy is kind of like still fluid, like I always say. That's another reason why you could watch, either one of these at any time. Okay? My readings are usually soul level based. I usually don't talk about like relationships or how to get somebody or why someone doesn't like you or any of that. I mean, I can, but that's not what I choose to do most of the time. That's usually a request, okay? So here we go. Unless the cards say that. Peace, right? This is like the Death card, okay? So this is being made aware of your own fears, okay? Being made aware, being in your head too, worrying perhaps about something that you can't control. You know what I mean? Release your worry, release your control, And this also does have to do with like trying to relive the past or trying to go and dig up things from the past that make you feel vulnerable, right? So this is your vulnerability that makes you uncomfortable as well, right? With the Death card being here. It's related to the 4th house, right? So some of you could be missing someone. Some of you could be missing like your mother, or some of you could be aware of your mother's mortality. You might be just thinking about that. Sometimes we think about those things and it brings up a little bit of fear in us, right? I don't know why. That's so crazy. You could also be thinking about your own mortality. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say this is just because I was watching a documentary and it was about like farming in the Victorian age, or was it Edwardian? It was Victorian. Yeah. England, Victorian England farmers, right? and they had the animals and everything, and it was going along with the seasons and all of that. And I was just like, wow, this is very like zodiacal with the energy and how it's like sequential and unfolding and all of these things. And you were seeing animals being born, and then you were seeing animals, you know, just die naturally, then slaughtered and all of that stuff. It was so crazy. But sometimes there are things that you can't control, and don't beat yourself up. Okay. Yeah. You need to just let go of this fear. Your worry is fear-based, you know? So you just allow those thoughts, those intimidating thoughts that spark fear to come in and go out. You have to process them because they're there, right? And they're not going to, you know, this is how you can't control the inevitable. And that's with anything, you know? So just try your hardest to let go of your need to, you know, control what happens, right? You know, it's like some sadness there with the 13. It's like your sadness might just be coming from confusion, or it could just be like you're unaware of how your subconscious is working, you know. You also might be feeling like you've got a lot going on. You're just feeling the emotional pressure. Don't feed into the negativity. Don't feed into the negative emotions, right? You know, this is being good to yourself too, you know? How do I think clearly now? You know, I want peace. Hello. Can't tell me these ain't related. They're both 4s if you reduce this 13. That goes to Aries, and then we are giving the 4th house energy of Cancer, but then we're also getting that 13 energy of Scorpio and the Death card, right? So you have to manage your time with others by creating the necessary space for yourself, with yourself. It's okay to check out for a minute. It's okay to take that rest that you need. It's okay to not have anything to say, right? So this is like, well, some of you are like, I have nothing to say. You know? And this is saying that you deserve your peace. You know? We run around a lot. We do a lot for other people. Right? That's what this is. This is doing so much for others that we need to take a time out for ourselves. It's Jupiter in Libra. Jupiter is the growth and the expansion, right? And it's also just kind of running around. This is remembering that you are responsible for yourself. You know, pleasing others, going out of your way to please others, isn't necessarily going to restore your energy. Right? So we got to manage that. This says insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So this is a relief from stress card, whatever that is. That's meditation, right? That is, you know, cooking, preparing things. It is giving your brain some structure. But it's like mental structure, mental stability. You have to strengthen your mind because over time it becomes weakened by, you know, other people. And not even that, it's just our perception becomes kind of scattered. So sometimes we need that time to ourselves so that we don't feel like this. Meaning not that, because that's beautiful, but meaning like the death card, right? Honey, both of them talk about peace of mind. What's that song, Peace of Mind, at Lauryn Hill? Gonna find my peace of mind. You know, Unplugged. I can't really recall the sound or the melody, but honey, I had Unplugged, Lauryn Hill Unplugged in high school in my room, being intense and sad, right? Ooh, yes. Leap of faith. I want you to give 0 of them. Okay, and you know what I mean. This is Aquarius, and it's also Libran energy on a soul level, right? The scale has to be on 0 for it to feel, oh, no stress. Okay, so yeah, this is really talking about stress, you guys. Like, try to reinforce calm into your life. Okay? Because all of these cards are talking about balance. All of them are talking about a sense of peace that comes from not carrying the weight of other people, the responsibility, or the circumstances that they may want you to have sympathy for, which, you know, everybody's going through some challenges right now. And that's kind of like what, I mean, this card is Uranus. So, you know, and that's the higher octane of Mercury. So this is saying like you have no problem with switching up, you know, modes. This is a switch up, switching modes. You know, we're asking you to create a boundary here, right? And also protect yourself from like the nonsense, basically. This is also like nerves, right? So maybe some of you guys are realizing that you are like kind of, your nerves are a little bit shot. And it's because like what we receive, you know, the energy that we receive, you know, we're all like little satellites running around here. This also has something to do with confidence, right? Just because it's Aquarius and it's opposite Leo. This rules the 11th house, right? In the modern day zodiacal theories. Right, look, listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. And that's kind of like what this card is talking about. Look, you got the Leap of Faith card, which is the Fool, okay? And then the Sun actually kind of fell out for us, right? And then the Empress was somewhere in there and made herself, you know, visible at one point in time. But this is also a sense of balance here because you have two opposite signs. And opposites give you a sense of balance at 1414, okay? Yes. I love it. And it's Uranus over the Death card. And for me, Uranus is exalted in Scorpio, right? Just because it's being ready for anything. And also like, you know, Don't believe the hype, right? It's asking you to kind of like keep to yourself, enjoy yourself, right? You don't really need to enjoy others right now. Enjoy yourself. I like the time that I spend with me. I value that time too. I may not know what I'm gonna do, but I know it's gonna be something great because it's gonna be with me. You know, that's kind of like the leap of faith card, the fool card, you know? Let's see what's going on in the recent past. The Magician. Wow, there's so many major arcana cards that keep popping out. This is amazing. So there was some change that happened, right? Some new beginnings, okay? I feel like some of you are also, you know, using your head, right? You're being smart about something. Because this is Mercury. Your intelligence, right? Using that intelligence. Showing that intelligence, right? Showing people who you are. This is your identity as well, okay? These are all of the different elements and all of the different, you know, parts of your personality, right? It's also kind of like an attitude adjustment. Changing your attitude. A change in your attitude. And that's why, you know, you're like, I'm gonna do me. That's what the Sun card's talking about. That's what the Magician card's talking about. That's what the Leap of Faith, the Fool card is talking about. And that's what this card is talking about too. Because at the end of the day, you can only do you. I mean. And this card right here at the bottom of the deck. Hello. You also need to kind of like put on calming sounds. You know, some people like ASMR. I happen to like lo-fi, you know, binaural beats, that kind of thing. I also like, some of you guys need to just listen to classical music, right? Hello. The senses, okay? That's very much Mercury in the head, right? Page of Michael, for sure. You know, this is saying that whatever you're put to the test with, you can pass with flying colors, you know? As long as you make sure that you keep a positive outlook, okay? And be aware that things can shift and change. The weather can change at any moment, right? It's how you adjust to obstacles. You know? How do you fare when unexpected things happen? Okay? Quick thinking, using your intelligence, very witty, not letting the pressure get to you at all, right? A little bit of sass there as well. You got the Sun card in the reading that just fell out on its own. Page of Michael, you know, you're learning how to deal with the changing conditions, okay? Right, adjustments are being made. This says, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contacts or documents very thoroughly. And it's saying, you know, it's a great time to be truthful. I feel like you're able to read into certain things right now, very perceptive, because, you know, you can analyze things and it's like you're not mincing words, right? You're being quite unattached to the situation, so there really is an easier way for you to flow, right, through it. So that's good. So let's see what's going on in the moon position. Ace of Michael. All right. This reading is pretty fierce right now. So this Ace of Michael is like, a breath of fresh air. It's kind of like, you feel like you have a good scope on a situation. It's also mental control, right? Page of Michael, Ace of Michael. Wonderful. It's change. This card says a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others, okay? So not allowing bumps in the road to hinder your progress is kind of like when you run into a situation where it almost seems like what you were inspired to do won't be possible. Sometimes they're just minor setbacks, and sometimes the minor setbacks teach you something in the interim, right? And with this card, I feel as though if you need to mention how something might be making you feel. It's talking about your feelings, processing your thoughts, all of that. So processing the thought is like allowing the idea to create something. What am I saying? It's like, go with what you are inspired by, What inspires you? Do more of that. Some of you are also emotionally detaching from a situation because it's the Ace of Swords in the moon position, right? And that's the wonderful new idea, right? Giving something the chop. And that was the bump in the road, right? That could have potentially hindered your progress. Yeah. So now we took care of that. Now we have a new start. Now we have mental clarity, and direction. You can see which way you want to go now. Aha! Eureka moment. See what I mean? Okay. And that's also, being, being with yourself, right? This is like an idea that is going to, I don't know. It's like with the aces, there's a sense of survival, right? So you're doing something because you're inspired to do it, but it also is giving you a chance / opportunity to show off your personality. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting you should show off your personality in some kind of way, shape, or form. Right? Let's do it. It's the age of Aquarius, right? So do that. We should be able to see all different types of people. We should be able to hear all different types of music, right? We want to be inspired by new fashions. We want to be inspired by new artists, that type of thing. We want to be inspired by innovation, right? So you can be innovative within yourself, right? You can change things about yourself because you are evolving, right? You have the right to change, right? Your mind. And also you have the right to be yourself without apologizing to others about that. You know, some of you also need to just take a risk, right? Be a little bit more, show a little bit more of your vulnerabilities. I mean, within reason, you know. I'm not saying get on here and start crying and stuff. But how can you channel that energy into something that is tangible for people to see and for people to relate to, right? Two of Michael. Yeah. Afraid of sharing, you know. It's the Two of Michael, Two of Swords, so it's Moon in Libra. And that is, you know, feeling like you don't know, but you do. Or it's almost like you are, some of you are taking too long to make a decision, right? Or it's almost like your reluctancy, you're not fooling anybody, right? Because you know what decision you're going to make. You know what you want to do. You know which route you want to take, right? And you also have to be mindful that you have your own agenda and other people have their own agenda. And sometimes they're not going to merge, right? So don't try to please or validate the emotional needs of others by basing your decisions on what you think they need you to think or do, you know? This could even be talking about hidden communication or blockages with communication. Right? The moon is fickle because it's always changing shape. Libra, I wouldn't say is indecisive. That's just an easy way for people to say they don't know what they want to do. And I feel like you need to not be emotionally attached to, don't attach any emotions to your decision. Use logic. You know what I mean? This is saying be rational. Use logic. Okay? Stop overthinking it. The King of Gabriel is in the Mars position, right? It's asking you, it's telling you to be assertive, right? And to, you know, really be as passionate as you desire to be and as you are, right? It's saying you can do anything right now. You definitely just have to keep your eye on the big picture. Keep your eye on the big picture. This also says keep your eye on the big picture, you know? It's saying you can make it through it. You can do anything, right? Yeah. Four of Pentacles. Okay. In the Venus position. This is like earnings, making money, feeling, you know, the stress of success, maybe. Success is relative. It's the Four of Pentacles, so it's related to the King of Pentacles in some kind of way, shape, or form. It is talking about, you know, just how you think about money and material needs. You know, don't work for your money. Let your money work for you, you know? And don't think of money from a low vibrational place. You know, managing your money is kind of like, you know, you just got to practice maintenance in all areas of your life. This is saying financial stability is actually going to be gained. But you have to not be too rigid in how you earn money. I don't know. Or what you're willing to do to make money. Four of Pentacles is thinking about your future, or no, being in the moment, but also thinking about the future too, because it's like you want to plan better, you want to save more money, you're trying to establish, reliable finances, right? It says when you give, you also receive, being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. You know, so if you're just kind of like so, you know, stuck in the mud about something, or you're not flexible about some things, you know, you're going to experience some challenges if you're not flexible, you know. Six of Ariel, good. Your flexibility has earned you something, okay? This says material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. The Six of Pentacles is related to Taurus and Virgo energy, and it's the moon in Taurus, so it's exalted. This is like, right? Not being set in your ways, and because you were flexible, you were able to get what it was that you needed, you know? So just maintain a sense of flexibility about how you were doing things, right? Adapt to the change, right? There is satisfaction and there's beauty that comes from, you know, you being able to accomplish whatever this is. Plan wisely, right? So that you can manifest it in a in an organic way, right? So this is something happening in a very organic way, right? Because before we were like, oh, I want it to be like this. It's got to be like this. And then it's like, you know what? No, I can change that, right? And also, this is hard work right here. Sorry, and it paying off. So your hard work is definitely paying off. Bam. Knight of Gabriel, keep moving forward. Four of Cups, right? Whew, this is hard because I'm tired. The Knight of Gabriel. So this is Sagittarius energy, fire on fire. And then it's also 1/3 Scorpio. So this is saying that you're not fixing your emotions anymore. You're moving forward and you're taking that water and you're letting it power you. You know, because water can be used to create and generate power. Okay? This card says, time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. You know, being confident, taking risks, you know? It is your energy, right? I can't explain my passion, my fire, my charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. You know? This is feeling like you can do anything. Being bold, okay? You are emboldened now. Because you knew that all of the emotions that were keeping you held back, now you know, you're like, that was an illusion. The truth is that was an illusion. It's not. I don't have to attach myself to those emotions and keep myself held back. I'm moving forward. Okay, so this is good. This is drive. This is passion. And people can see it too. Galloping along, right? Getting a lot of things done too. Okay. Staying on your some of you could be staying on your feet for a long time. You know? Some of you do need to run and jog, right? That's something to do. This is also saying like some of you need to get moving. You just need to move, right? Sagittarius rules like the legs, and I mean like the quads. Yeah. Some of you might even be riding a horse for the first time. Don't be scared. Okay, so the Four of Cups is here, and it's asking you to seek out other creative possibilities than the one that you're feeding into. You know, you could also even be feeding yourself lies. Stop feeding yourself lies. You know what I mean? That's only making the situation worse. Okay? For sure. It's like you don't want to convince yourself of something that is going to be damaging. You know, it's like feeling as though it's like not being able to explain why some of the things have happened to you in your life that have left an emotional impression on you. So you come up with your own reasons that are fake lies and illusions about yourself to try to like justify what happened, especially if you don't have like an apology or you don't have closure from that thing, or you don't know why, you know, you feel the way you do or any of that. You have to realize that you don't deserve to wallow in self-pity, you know? Right? There's always a time, there's always a chance, there's always an opportunity to go beyond your emotional limitations, or just go beyond your limitations of what you thought you were able to handle emotionally, you know? Don't carry the emotional weight of the past. The past is the past. You know, look at her. You know she's thinking about the past. She's definitely not thinking about the future. This card says, seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life and be aware of your own emotions. You know? And understanding that your emotions are like you know, a snapshot in time, you know, because your emotions are always going to be tied to the past and to the present, but, you know, they're really going to be tied to the past more. Because you know how you feel about the past. but you don't know how you will feel, be, or whatever in the future. So living in the moment is also looking for the magic in life. Living in the moment is seeking out possibility. Living in the moment is being aware, self-aware. So that's what this reading is asking you to do, to live in the moment, be in the moment. Okay, fully give yourself to the moment. I'm gonna read this card last. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. That's who you are, an inspiring success. Because you're so fierce, especially with this King of Gabriel in the Mars position, you can do anything you want to do, right? Within the boundaries of your capabilities, or within your capabilities. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others, right? I know who I am. I don't know what you're going to do about who I am, but I know who I am. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. Okay? Experience that leads to success. See what I just said? And then that genuine concern for others. Okay, so some of you might be checking in on someone. Could be a Leo. Getting involved, right? Some of y'all are getting involved in other people's lives, you know? Or you know, you might just be making some new friends, perhaps. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. It's Providence Tarot there. And my personal account is NYC Kendrick. I have some other accounts. I have a food account, and it's called The Tongue Pop. I was really tired for this reading today. Hopefully you guys will like the video. And, you know, I'll keep doing it as long as you guys... Well, it doesn't really matter what you guys do. I'm doing this. So I'm going to keep doing it, period. Get focused. Try not to let your emotions distract you. Hello, Moon and Libra. Epiphany. Yeah? You've made it through a lot. You're wiser. You know, you could teach people a few things too about life because of your experience. Okay? Also, you can kind of, you can, I don't know, you can just relate to people your age. I don't know what the fuck that, well, why I said that. But it's a 9, so it talks about something that is hidden parts of yourself, you know, that you are seeking, right? And as you allow yourself to freely go on the journey of self-discovery and self-exploration, you become wiser. And you can share your experiences with others as a way to help them and to teach them, right? Answers that come through meditation, that's spending time with yourself like that Virgo energy likes to do, so that you can kind of like not be distracted by everything that is around you. You know, this is pulling yourself out of the melee, right? Because you know you need to. It's doing something on her own. It's like your outlook on life has changed. Definitely. And that's great. I love it. Keep going with that. Keep going with that. All right. I'll see you all later. Bye. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment on the video. It's Providence Tarot here and on IG. And my personal account is NYC Kendrick, as I said before. And, yeah. Bye.